breakfast right now. I'm pretty much a latte fiend. Like, I had like 3 yesterday or something. Can't be healthy. Anyways, yeah, cold coffee. And this is the Thai iced tea, which I have not tried yet. I need to do a little review while I had a chance.
Bring me to life.
This is a good day. Oh, this is good. Like, it really tastes like Thai tea. It's not too milky, even though I asked for whole milk. It tastes somewhat authentic because the tea itself tastes authentic. Cheers.
Take care of every need. If trees could talk and harvest, we would hear them cry. Lord, pruning hearts, but for you I would.
As I was walking through the meatpacking district, I came across an interesting shop. It was filled with hardcover books on different cities and designer brands with titles like Paris Chic, Milan Chic, Prada, and so on. The storekeeper invited me to open them as I pleased, so I did. They were filled with gorgeous images and writing that perfectly represented the vision I carried of each city in my head. The book that really stuck in my head was the one about New York. When I was asked to write the introduction for this book, I immediately said, yes, I love New York. I thought about how the city is made up of people from all over America and every other country in the world. As an immigrant myself, I felt that the only way to tackle this assignment was to look back on my personal experience as someone who wasn't born here. My points of reference until then were Colombia, where I was born and raised, and France. Growing up, I was obsessed with Paris. Yet the city I ended up falling in love with, New York, combined the best parts of everything I had experienced in France and Colombia. I related closely with what the author said about New York feeling like the best parts of different countries. For me, those were the US and Korea. I felt a deep sense of anonymity in New York. The moment you stepped out of your home, you could be surrounded by crowds and then be left alone just like that. No one cared where you came from. You were free to be who you were or who you decide to be. In New York, identities are not fixed. That's exactly what I loved about New York and the USA. I felt like I had the freedom to be whoever I wanted to be, whereas South Korea felt somewhat suffocating to me, as if I had to pretend to be someone specific in order to thrive. I think Fifth Avenue felt like a representation of this type of freedom to me. New York felt like a place where I could make anything happen because it was a place that felt free of judgment, which would allow me to do anything I wanted. The route to success in New York is hardly ever linear. You need audaciousness, connectivity, and expanding circles of influence. I felt like everything was at my fingertips. Nightlife, galleries, museums, restaurants, and shops. All awaited my discovery, and I couldn't explore them fast enough. New York is definitely beautiful in my eyes. It's filled with amazing experiences and amazing food brought by people from all over the world. It's a place where you can witness amazing talent and cultures that you didn't even know a part of you has always related to. I love the idea that I was part of a hustle to reach my full potential. But there's a dark side to all of this. In New York, identities are not fixed. They are like items of clothing that you can try on, moving from one to the next until you find the perfect fit. I wonder if we can truly feel at peace knowing that our identity is simply like a piece of clothing that we can exchange for the next. For me, the knowledge that I could disappear within a sea of people if I chose to do so was liberating. Living in anonymity can be so exciting, but I wonder if we can ever truly be happy without community. I wonder why South Korea makes me feel so suffocated. Is it truly the judgment of others that makes it impossible to be myself? Or is it something else? Such as the belief that people are rightfully the judge of what I can or should do? Or the belief that things must be a certain way before I have the right to be myself? What if, instead. We believe that we're made different for a reason. What if you believe that about yourself first, and then apply that understanding to everyone else? The city revealed itself to me slowly and then all at once. The East Village, with its tenements and dive bars. At the bottom of the island, the financial district bustled with suits. In the West Village, with its townhouses and leafy streets, the vibe was placid and low-key. I love New York. The issue is not with the city. It's not with people who are hustling out there, striving to make the best for themselves and their family. Rather, it's with thinking that any one place or any one thing can make us whole. And in a city like New York that has so many amazing opportunities, it can be very, very easy to become a little too concerned with chasing after something. We're made with a unique purpose, and when we're fulfilling that purpose, it may follow that we're hustling to achieve. The issue is when we confuse that hard work to be who we are and what we're worth. Or even worse, if we're chasing something that turns out to have never been our purpose in the first place. I may think a little too much sometimes, but at the end of it all, I'm leaving New York with a revelation from God about some of the things that were truly in my heart while I was there. My next destination is South Korea and my wonderful life with God, which obviously includes latte reviews and cafe touring. So, I'll see you soon.
Beautiful God.